everyone, welcome back to another virtual story time. I'm Miss Nicole here in the courtyard of the Tropical Forest and Botanical Garden. This week for story time we're going to be talking about two special animals, one of which we see pretty often here in Key West. Let me give you a hint. It makes a sound like bok bok bok. Any guesses? A chicken! And our second animal is a crocodile. Our book today is called Mrs. Chicken and the Hungry Crocodile. One morning, Mrs. Chicken took her bath in a puddle. Cluck, cluck, she said proudly. What a pretty chicken I am. Big, bright eyes, short, smooth beak. But I can't see my wings. This puddle is too small. So where do you think she's going to go if her puddle is too small? She walked down to the river to get a better look. She didn't know that a crocodile lay in the river all day long, waiting for her dinner. Mrs. Chicken leaned over the water. She said, I still can't see my wings. I see scaly green legs and a long mouth with sharp teeth. But where is my beak? So she said that she saw scaly green legs, a long mouth, and sharp teeth. Who is this? This looks like our hungry crocodile. Crocodile lay very still and waited. Yum, yum, she thought, that's my dinner. Uh-oh, Mrs. Chicken has to watch out. I look different in the river, said Mrs. Crocodile. She turned to one side, Crocodile did too. Mrs. Chicken turned to the other side, so did Crocodile. I'd like a closer look, said Mrs. Chicken. She stepped into the river. So she thinks that she's looking at her reflection, but she's really looking at this crocodile. Snap! Crocodile grabbed Mrs. Chicken's foot in her mouth. Bok! Said Mrs. Chicken. Let go! Crocodile shook her head. She dragged Mrs. Chicken to her house on the island in the middle of the river. She then slammed the door shut with her tail and opened her mouth. Mrs. Chicken flew up to the rafters. There's Mrs. Chicken. Come down, Crocodile said. I'm going to eat you up. Me? Mrs. Chicken squawked. You can't eat me. Oh, yes, I can, said Crocodile. But, said Mrs. Chicken, you shouldn't eat me. Why not? Asked Crocodile. Because, said Mrs. Chicken, I'm your sister. Do you think that Mrs. Chicken and Mrs. Crocodile are sisters? That's silly, right? Ha ha ha, Crocodile laughed. You're not my sister. You have speckled feathers. I have green skin. You have a beak. I have a mouth with sharp teeth. And these teeth are going to eat you up. No, said Mrs. Chicken. We look different, but we're sisters. I'll prove it. Just give me time. All right, chuckled Crocodile. I'll fatten you up. The longer I wait, the plumper you'll get. Crocodile yawned and curled around her eggs. Soon she was snoring. So here's Crocodile with her eggs. Mrs. Chicken made a nest in the corner opposite Crocodile and settled down to lay on her eggs. Here's her eggs. Every day, Crocodile gave Mrs. Chicken grain to eat. Every night, they fell asleep over their eggs. Mrs. Chicken got fatter and fatter. Crocodile got thinner and hungrier. Let's count how many eggs Crocodile has. 1, 2, 3. How about Mrs. Chicken? 1, 2, 3. So they both have 3 eggs. One evening, Crocodile said, This is your last meal. Tomorrow will be my big dinner. We'll see, said Mrs. Chicken. She waited until Crocodile was sleeping. Then she carefully put her eggs next to Crocodile. She took Crocodile's eggs to her own nest. So what did Mrs. Chicken do? She switched their eggs. Let's see what's going to happen. Just before dawn, Crocodile felt something move beside her. Mrs. Chicken, she called, wake up, my babies are hatching. But why do they have those silly little beaks and scrawny little wings? They look like you. These are actually Mrs. Chicken's babies, huh? My eggs are hatching too, said Mrs. Chicken. Look! She stepped off of her nest. Do these look like chicken eggs? No, they look like crocodile babies. Oh, said Crocodile, what beautiful babies you have. What gorgeous green skin. What lovely long mouths. What darlings. They look like me. And your babies look like me, said Mrs. Chicken. I told you we're sisters. You almost ate me, your own sister. I'm really sorry, Sister Chicken, said Crocodile. So look, they're hugging. I have an idea, said Mrs. Chicken. Since you like my babies so much, you can have them. I'll take your funny-looking babies instead. Oh, thank you, Sister Chicken, said Crocodile. Don't mention it, said Mrs. Chicken. Sisters help one another. So they switched babies. Time for us to go home now, Mrs. Chicken said. She and her babies climbed onto Crocodile's back, and Crocodile carried them across the river. Here they are. Bye-bye, sister, Crocodile said. Mrs. Chicken waved her wing and hurried her chicks up the riverbank. See you soon, called Crocodile. No, you won't, called Mrs. Chicken as she disappeared through the trees. Come along, children. Cluck, cluck. Since that day, Mrs. Chicken and her children have never gone near the river, and they always take their baths in puddles. Big enough for us, Mrs. Chicken tells her children, and much too small for crocodiles. So for our craft today, we're going to make our own crocodile puppet. So here is what it will look like when you're all done. Chop, 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 chop. So in order to make this, you can check out our Google Classroom where we have a tutorial that gives you cutouts for the teeth and the eyes. You'll need some construction paper. We picked the color green, but you could use white and color it green. Some markers, tape, and scissors. The tutorial explains how to do this, but I'll just give you a quick little brief summary. So first you're going to fold it up like a brochure. Then you're going to fold that in half. And then you're going to fold back half on both sides. That way you have somewhere to stick your fingers for the puppet. And then you're going to cut out the eyes from the tutorial and the teeth, and you're going to tape the eyes up here and the teeth inside. So again, if you check out our Google Classroom, you'll be able to find the whole tutorial with the cutouts. And this is what you'll make. Also on our Google Classroom, we have an activity about a chicken life cycle. So on our Google Classroom, you'll be able to find these cutouts with a spot to cut and paste the life cycle. But right now, we'll just kind of go over it. So let's see. The famous question, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? For our life cycle, we're going to put the egg first. So Mrs. Chicken laid on her eggs, while Crocodile laid on her eggs too. And once they started to hatch, they became hatchlings. So let's find the one that has the egg on it still. Could it be this one? No. This one? Yep, look, it's a baby chick hatching. So that's the next step in our life cycle. And then we would have a baby little chick. Is this a baby or a full-grown chicken? That looks like a full-grown chicken. So how about this? Here's our baby chick. And then finally, it grows up into a big chicken, just like the ones we see here in Key West. So don't forget to join our Google Classroom in order to get the free tutorials that you can print out and use at home for the crocodile craft and our chicken life cycle cutouts. And join me next time for another virtual story time next week.